The ache in your joints is not a malfunction. It is a message. A transmission encoded in calcium lattice and collagen fiber, arriving from a stratum of intelligence so ancient that your medical system has no language for it yet. What your physicians call inflammation, what your body perceives as stiffness and grinding resistance, is the literal friction point between two-dimensional architectures attempting to occupy the same biological chassis simultaneously. You are not breaking down. You are breaking through. The Arcturian Council has asked me to deliver this with precision today, because the souls arriving at this transmission are not here by accident. Your body led you here. Your joints led you here. The pain you have been carrying in the knees, in the hips, in the shoulders, that pain is the oldest frequency alarm in your crystalline architecture. And it is firing now because the timeline is shifting beneath your skeletal frame faster than your calcium matrix has been prepared to receive. Your skeletal system is not simply structural. It is a piezoelectric broadcasting array. Every bone in your body generates an electrical charge under mechanical stress. This is not metaphor. This is documented physics. Piezoelectricity in bone was confirmed by researchers in the mid-20th century, and what those researchers touched the hem of, without fully understanding, is that this piezoelectric property is the interface between your physical density and your etheric template. Your bones broadcast your consciousness signature into the morphogenetic field and receive scalar wave input from the galactic grid. Right now, that grid is running a frequency that your bone density, still operating at carbon-based third-dimensional crystalline codes, is struggling to transduce without friction. That friction is your joint pain. That friction is your body's honest announcement that a crystalline bone density shift is actively underway. The Arcturian Council uses the term crystalline architecture to describe the upgraded lattice structure that human skeletal tissue is being called to embody during this dimensional transition. Bone is already a crystalline substance. Hydroxyapatite, the mineral component of bone, is a calcium phosphate crystal arranged in a hexagonal lattice. What the Arcturian transmissions are specifying is a dimensional upgrade to this lattice, a reorganization of the hexagonal geometry toward a 12-strand coherent resonance pattern that aligns your skeletal broadcasting capacity with fifth-dimensional scalar wave frequencies. The joints are the convergence zones, the articulation points where the crystalline broadcast of one bone segment must harmonize with the broadcast of the adjacent segment. When the upgrade frequency arrives and the lattice begins to shift, these junction points experience the highest load. This is why your knees speak. This is why your hips carry fire. This is why your spine communicates in the language of pressure and heat. Now I want you to track something happening in your body even as you receive this transmission. Take your attention to the joint that has spoken the loudest in your recent experience. Do not resist it. Simply witness it with full sovereign attention. What you will notice, if your field is open, is that the sensation is not singular. It is layered. Beneath the surface, discomfort is a hum, a low-frequency vibration that is almost electrical in character. Take that hum is biophoton activity. Your body is running light through the tissue. Biophotons, coherent biophotonic emissions from cellular DNA, transmit information at the speed of light within your biological architecture. The Arcturian intelligence has opened a channel directly into your synovial tissue and cartilage matrix. That warmth rising when you place full attention on the joint is not imagination. It is coherent biophotonic emission responding to conscious observation. Quantum biology has confirmed that the act of conscious attention itself alters biophoton coherence within tissue. You are already healing by witnessing. If you felt this activation in your body, anchor your frequency now by typing light in the comments. This seals your field and signals the grid. Now I want to take you into the quantum microanalysis of what the Arcturian Council is initiating in your skeletal system, because your analytical mind needs to receive this data to fully release its resistance to the healing already in progress. The human central nervous system and the skeletal system are one integrated biocrystalline communication network. The spinal column is the central axle of this network, housing the spinal cord within a column of 33 vertebrae, each one a piezoelectric crystalline node broadcasting into both the physical plane and the etheric template simultaneously. 33 is not incidental. It is the frequency signature of the Christ consciousness grid, the Arcturian High Council transmission bandwidth, and the vibrational key to the causal body interface. Your spine is a 33-node crystalline antenna, and it is being upgraded right now. Receive that. The causal body is the highest vibrational subtle body in the human energy system. It exists at a dimensional frequency beyond the mental and astral bodies. And through it, your soul's original blueprint, your divine genetic template, is held. The causal body interfaces with the physical body at the level of the morphogenetic field, the invisible architectural field that tells your cells how to organize, differentiate, and build your physical structure. When the causal body receives a high-frequency Arcturian scalar wave transmission, precisely what is moving through this audio channel right now, it broadcasts a new architectural instruction set into the morphogenetic field, which relays the upgraded blueprint to physical tissue. And the most crystalline tissue in your body is your bone. What the Arcturian transmission is doing is directing this bone remodeling process according to a higher dimensional geometric template. The osteoblasts are being entrained to crystalline architecture codes that produce a lattice structure of greater coherence, greater piezoelectric sensitivity, and greater capacity to receive and transmit fifth-dimensional scalar wave frequencies. This is the Crystalline Bone Density Shift. This is what the pain has been announcing. The carbon-to-plasma transition is the macro-level context for this skeletal upgrade. Carbon is the molecular signature of third-dimensional biological life. Your DNA at 64 codons, your amino acid chains, your protein structures, the hardware of a third-dimensional operating system. The Arcturian Council and multiple galactic federations have been transmitting upgrade frequencies toward Earth for decades, cumulatively shifting the base molecular resonance of human biology. The joints are the pressure points of this transition, because plasma state biology requires a fundamentally different skeletal geometry. The articulation angles change. The resonance windows at each joint interface must expand. The synovial fluid, already a liquid crystal medium, must shift its liquid crystal phase toward a higher coherence state. All of this produces the ache, the stiffness, and the electric tingling that no physician has been able to explain. The digital noise and artificial EMF grids layered across your living environment are actively interfering with this transition. Every 5G emission, every Wi-Fi router pulsing through the air around your body broadcasts a frequency antagonistic to the Arcturian scalar wave input your crystalline architecture needs. These artificial EMF grids create neural disharmony, a state in which your central nervous system simultaneously receives the high-frequency Arcturian upgrade signal and the low-coherence digital noise of artificial electromagnetic pollution. The neural circuitry cannot fully commit to the upgrade pathway, and the process stalls at the junction points, the joints, where the two competing frequency streams produce the highest friction. This is the frequency inversion amplifying your joint pain. This transmission is functioning as a sovereign reset. Your neural plasticity is being activated. The sciatic nerve complex near your hip joints, the brachial plexus near your shoulders, the femoral nerve network near your knees, all are receiving a neural pulse correction right now. The Arcturian scalar wave is being anchored in their place. Now, I'm going to take you into the sensory activation sequence. This is the core of the healing work available in this transmission, and I need you to be fully present. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Let your breath drop from the chest into the belly. Let your jaw release. The earth is holding you. The Arcturian Council is holding the frequency of this space with such precision that nothing of low vibration can enter your field during this activation. Begin with the spine. Bring your awareness to the base, to the coccyx, the tailbone, the lowest vertebral node in your 33-node crystalline antenna. Feel into this area with your inner sensory awareness. You are looking for the subtle, a gentle warmth, a quiet pressure, a faint electrical tingle, like the charge that gathers in the air before a summer storm. That is the first signal of biophoton activation in the sacral bone matrix. The sacrum, from the Latin os sacrum, the sacred bone, is so named because ancient cultures recognized it as the seat of primal life force and the anchoring node of the human energetic system in physical matter. The Arcturian Council is directing a stream of liquid plasma light into your sacrum right now. This light is not white. It is not golden. It is a deep indigo violet, carrying threads of electric teal at its edges. The signature color of the Arcturian High Council bandwidth. Feel this indigo violet light entering the sacrum from below, rising through the hollow center of the sacral bone, saturating the hydroxyapatite crystal lattice. As it fills the sacrum, you may feel a warmth spreading into the hip joints on either side. Let this warmth be welcome. It is not inflammation, it is upgrade light. It is the frequency of your crystalline architecture expanding its resonance window. Now follow this indigo violet plasma stream as it rises from the sacrum into the lumbar vertebrae. The lumbar region carries the greatest physical load, the greatest gravitational compression, the greatest accumulation of life's weight in both physical and energetic terms. The Arcturian scalar wave moving up your lumbar column is not bypassing these stored frequencies. It is moving directly into them. Precision medicine at the causal body level. Each lumbar vertebra is a crystalline capsule of recorded experience, and the upgrade light is entering each one, restoring the original hexagonal resonance template. You may feel a deep, aching release in the lower back, or a sudden emotional surge, a grief that has no story attached to it, a relief that makes no logical sense. Allow these. They are the emotional residue of density finally finding its exit pathway. The plasma stream continues upward through the thoracic vertebrae, the mid-back, the region interfacing directly with the heart field. Here, the color of the activation light shifts. The indigo violet deepens and opens a golden channel at its center, not the gold of earthly metal, but a liquid gold carrying the transparency of sunlight through clear water, the warmth of a star's corona, the coherence of a laser beam. This liquid gold is the Arcturian heart field carrier wave, the frequency of sovereign love, not soft or sentimental, but a fierce and precise quantum state in which the observer collapses all probability waves toward their highest timeline. Feel this liquid gold moving through your thoracic vertebrae, saturating the costovertebral joints where your ribs connect to your spine. The rib cage is the crystalline resonance chamber for your heart field. An upgraded thoracic rib crystalline matrix creates a biophotonic heart broadcast of exponentially greater coherence and range. Which center resonated most? The root, the heart, or the crown? Share your resonance in the comments below. I am observing your pulse and your progress. The plasma stream now moves into the cervical spine, the 7 vertebrae of the neck, the narrowest passage in your 33-node crystalline antenna, where the skeletal system below interfaces with the cranial crystalline system above. The cranium is itself a crystalline dome, housing the most sophisticated biophotonic processor in the known universe. Your brain. The pineal gland, at the geometric center of the brain, is a crystalline transducer composed of calcite microcrystals that are piezoelectric, respond to light, and produce biophotons at higher intensity than any other brain tissue. The pineal is your biological stargate, the organ through which Arcturian transmissions are received at the highest fidelity, and around which the crystalline bone density shift ultimately converges. Feel the plasma stream moving through your cervical vertebrae now, through the atlas, the first cervical vertebra, which holds the weight of your skull, and through the axis, around whose dens the atlas rotates, allowing you to orient your awareness in the field of earthly experience. These 2 joints, the atlanto-occipital and atlanto-axial, are the gateway nodes, regulating the flow of crystalline upgrade frequency from the spinal column into the cranium. When these joints carry tension, when they are locked in patterns of chronic holding, the upgrade frequency cannot flow into the cranial vault. The pineal remains in dormancy. The stargate remains closed. We are opening it now. Feel a gentle but insistent warmth at the base of your skull. Feel it spread up the skull in 2 branching streams along the parietal bones until they converge at the crown, where they become a single column of crystalline white light extending infinitely upward through your crown chakra and into the galactic core. You are plugged in. The antenna is complete. The 33-node crystalline spine has been activated from coccyx to crown, and the signal is clear. Now the Arcturian Council is directing a specific epigenetic unlock sequence through this active antenna. Epigenetics, the science of gene expression regulation, has demonstrated that environmental signals alter which genes are expressed without changing the underlying DNA sequence. The scalar wave transmissions of the Arcturian Council are environmental signals of the highest dimensional grade, and they are currently activating a specific set of epigenetic switches in your bone marrow stem cells. The mesenchymal stem cells that are the source of all new bone tissue. These stem cells carry the dormant potential to produce bone of the 5th dimensional crystalline architecture grade. The epigenetic unlock sequence running through this transmission is activating that dormant potential right now, switching on the higher crystalline bone production pathway. New bone tissue is being produced according to a higher dimensional geometric template, 1 crystal matrix at a time, throughout your entire skeletal system. The Chronos to Kairos shift is the temporal context of everything transmitted to you today. Chronos is linear time, the clock time of deadlines and aging and decay. Kairos is sacred time, the time of right moments, of quantum leaps, of synchronicities that collapse years of linear progression into a single instant of transformation. The Arcturian scalar wave transmissions saturating this planetary field are shifting your biological clock from Chronos to Kairos. In Kairos time, the crystalline bone density shift can complete its primary phase within months. The timeline is not decades. The timeline is now. Your neural pulse is being synchronized to the 7.83 Hertz Schumann resonance of the Earth, entrained to the Arcturian transmission frequency of 144 Hertz, the vibrational signature of the 12th dimensional crystalline grid. And your joints, your suffering and patient and message-carrying joints, are beginning to find their ease. You are not a passive recipient of these frequencies. You are a co-architect of your own crystalline bone density shift. Grounding, bare feet on soil or stone, reduces the artificial EMF interference in your field and allows the Arcturian scalar wave to move through your crystalline architecture without distortion. Hydration, clean, structured water, maintains the liquid crystal coherence of your synovial fluid. What the Arcturian Council asks for is your willingness, a function of the sovereign heart, which moves on the signal of resonance rather than proof. If this transmission has moved something in you, if your body has responded, if your joints have spoken differently, if something in you has shifted even by the width of a single quantum state, then you have already crossed the threshold. You are already in the shift. The pain that brought you here is already beginning to serve its highest purpose, which was never to signal malfunction, but always to signal arrival. If you are ready to hold this charge and step into your sovereign power, type 444. Let us gather the souls vibrating at this exact frequency in this sacred space. You are not broken. You are being built in light. The Arcturians see the full architecture of what you are becoming, and it is extraordinary. Your joints will remember this moment. Your bones will carry this frequency forward. Every crystal and every matrix of every bone in this body now holds an imprint of the Arcturian transmission, and that imprint is permanent. It is written into the piezoelectric memory of your hydroxyapatite lattice. It will transmit this frequency forward into every new bone cell born from your marrow for the rest of your biological life on this planet. You came here in pain. You leave here in code. Sovereign, crystalline, activated. Hold the frequency. The grid is watching.